Today we're gonna learn to cast on our project, and I'm using a pair of size 13 Clover bamboo knitting needles, and I have my ball of Lion Brand Thick and Quick Wool Ease yarn. It tells you right on the label that it's super bulky, and it tells us that we want a size 13 knitting needle right here. If you are crocheting, this will tell you the crochet information as well. So to get started, we're going to make a slip knot, and I just wrap the yarn around my two fingers like this and pull a loop through. Let's do that one more time. Wrap your yarn around your two fingers and cross it, and then pull the tail through, creating a slip knot. And then we're going to put that on our left hand needle. Keep the tail of your yarn behind your work, and we can slide this right to the tip. Then you're going to take your right hand needle and you're going to slide it through back to front. And you're going to take your working yarn, which is the yarn coming off of your ball, wrap it around that needle in between them and pull it through. And then we're going to twist it, slide our left needle through the loop and slide that stitch off of your right needle and onto your left. Let's do it again. We're going to cast on about 15 stitches. So we're going to slide it into our newest loop. Take your working yarn, bring it between the two needles, slide that yarn through, twist your left needle to the front, your right needle to the back, put your left needle through that bottom of that loop, and slide your right needle out. So we have 3 stitches cast on. This was our slip knot and 2 stitches. We'll do that again. Slip that through. It's also the beginning of the knit stitch, so that you're actually learning the knit stitch as we're doing this. So slide it between those 2 stitches. So we're going to go in through the front of the stitch, out the back, underneath that right needle, between the 2 needles, and then twist. And there you go. This is my favorite way to cast on. There's a lot of different ways to cast on for a project, but this is my favorite. And it works well with the project that we're going to create once we start knitting. So we're going to keep going in this rhythm. And the more you practice, the faster and more consistent your stitches will be. And we can keep going. So in through the front of the stitch, underneath the left needle, and bring that working yarn between the 2 needles, slide that right needle through the loop, and then put your left needle in and slide it off. In through the stitch, around, up and over, pull that through to create a new loop, twist it, and slide that onto the needle. And I'm kind of holding my working yarn like this in my hand between my fingers. So I put the needle in and I've kind of got it like this when I wrap it. Pull it through. That way I have a little bit of tension here. Once you start doing it, you'll see how you feel most comfortable to hold it to create that tension. And we'll talk a little more about tension when we're doing the knitting stitches. Around the right needle. And make sure you're going in the whole piece of yarn. Sometimes if you have really sharp needles, you can split the yarn and you want to make sure you have the whole yarn as your stitch. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's our 15 stitches all cast on. If you have any questions, certainly drop them down in the comments, or you can email us at theknittingdepot@yahoo.com, and we will see you in the next video. The next video, we will start to do the actual knit stitch, and we're just going to continue on with this project, and we will knit back and forth across this, creating a garter stitch. Garter stitch is where you knit every row. Thanks for knitting, and I will see you in the next video.